What is up with it? Today we have something a little bit different. We're going to be watching some of the case tournament from this last weekend. Um, this was streamed, I believe, by Eggman. Yep, the Eggman case tournament. Shout outs to Eggman. Love everything he does for the community. We're going to be watching round one just because it's Dofi, and I don't think we've been able to see Dofi play versus RP Luffy yet. So let's see how this goes. Sorry, just got a call. Okay, so I know that the Doflamingo chose to keep and the RP Luffy chose to mulligan. Um, and it looks like we grabbed the Gum Gum Giant off of that Nami. I don't know too much about Nami deck building, to be honest with you, but uh, looks like we're starting off with a Perona. I know that going first is pretty important in this matchup, but I imagine if you're going second as Dofi, Perona is one of the number one things that you are looking for. I'm not exactly sure what RP Luffy is looking for specifically Doflamingo, but I imagine on 3 we're always looking for the 3 cost Zoro. Yep, and we're just winning 6, which makes me think that will be the case. I personally do not like when people have, oh, nope, we're just swinging 6 and 5. Okay. I think I'd be okay with countering this one. Just because you don't really want to go down to 2 and you know that next turn. Okay, well, if you're going to use a 2K, then honestly, maybe it's fine to take. I was going to say you could save yourself a 2K, but maybe that's just wasn't in the cards. I'm still okay with countering it. We're gonna go ahead and play Teach. Have to imagine we're gonna swing 8 here most of the time. Yep. I like their sleeves on their Dawn. Jinbei, you love to see it. Weevil. So when we take this route, I'm a little concerned about the amount of counter in our hand. Which kind of, I mean, we'll see what happens when he swings into this Jinbei, but I wonder if we're going to end up getting into a game state where the RP Luffy is chasing our board and we're not going to be able to protect it. Um, because when you play both Perona and Teach, it's pretty card intensive if you think about it. Um, and so since we already countered out of a hit 2, we might start running pretty low on cards, whether it be this turn or next turn. In which case I would be concerned. But we'll see. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and rest 5 Dawn for a Yasop. Super annoying that this Luffy is just a 7k lead. And yeah, I have to imagine we're swinging 7 at 5 and he has to let it go. I guess we're decently okay with that as the Dofi. Our Jinbei ended up trading, 2 for 1. Ooh, I like this. Yep, just get rid of that Yasop. And then just pass. Yeah, I'm cool with it. Pretty good tempo swing there. Looks like he's trying to keep track of the number of cards. It's all the way up to 9. So definitely if we have pudding for this next turn, it could be really destructive. Could be really, really strong if we have this pudding for next turn. Feels like the Dofi is in a very strong position here. Also, not turning our board sideways at all on that turn means that we're not going to run into that issue of where we're starved into cards, right? Because if you think about it, Jozu drew us a card. And then also now we're going to get to draw a card when he swings into life. So actually really nice play there. I like it a lot. Just taking that one. Yep. Just passing again. I would love to see a pudding come down. I mean, if the dice are correct and he's keeping track of the hand correct, then His opponent has 9 cards in hand. That feels like a really juicy pudding to me. We'll still get to leader effect. We'll get to swing big 3 times. Granted, he is a 7K leader, but we do have a 6K. We have a 7K. The teach will make us a 7K, and then we'll have 3 leftover Dawn. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I hate that. Was that really the best thing we could have done? We just used 7 Dawn to remove 1 5-drop? Oh, we were doing so good. What are we doing? No. Ugh. Ugh. Surely there's something better we could have done. Oh my god. No. Oh my god. Someone in the comments let me know if I'm overreacting and you think that's a fire play, because I do not at all. Okay, 7 cards in hand. I don't really understand how we went from 9 to 6, but I think probably what happened was he didn't count the Yasop being played the first time. Looks like we're resting 9 for Newgate. So we're just going to perma be this big leader. Swinging 8, yeah, that's fine. The 5 drops aren't as important in this matchup, especially when, or 5K bodies, especially when his leader's just gonna be, you know, a 7 or 8K every turn. I don't hate this Perona. I like this Perona a lot here, actually. I'm feeling like this Dofi's cooked if we're able to chain Whitebeards. If we're able to chain Whitebeards right here, so I wonder what he's looking for specifically. I wonder if he plays like a Red Rock or anything, and he's looking for that, maybe. Or maybe the first stack was just atrocious. I'm not sure. I mean, when he plays that Gravity Blade last turn, you know, one of 2 things is true. Either one of 3 things. Either he's a way better player than I am, and he understands why that's good, while I'm personally disgusted with it. Either that. Very possible. Very possible. I am no master. Either that, or his hand was atrocious, like awful, 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 or he's bad. It has to be one of those 3 things, right? So the double Perona, hard to get too much meaning from it, because hard to gauge the skill of our player right now. They could either be the best player we've ever seen, or awful, or a decently good player who's just in a rough situation. Really, we could see any of them, possibly. Oh, so we're just going from one big swing. I don't hate it. I think I would prefer... Nah, I'm cool with it. Because I'm guessing he doesn't want to lose his Jozu. He wants to keep the threat of having this body on board. I'm pretty cool with it. So what is this? This is 4, 8. So 13 into 8. Even if he gums, that only brings him up to 12. So he'd still need a 2K. But I have to imagine he'll gum. Like, when you, I feel like most of the time when you get the full value out of the gum, like the full +4, just gotta fire it off, right? It's so strong in that type of situation when you're playing these purple decks that kind of are much lower life than you might usually be with a leader like Doflamingo. You just can't really be taking hits willy-nilly if you can prevent it. I'm feeling pretty good about the RP Luffy right here, honestly. Looking like he might take down round 1. But plenty of time left, certainly. Oh, we're going 12. Pop in the teach. Makes sense. What are we looking to do here? I could see a world where like maybe a kid comes down or what? What is going on here? What is going on here? Oh, Queen. Okay, I thought that was 6 Dawn. I was like, what are we playing for 6 Dawn? Like, this just seemed like it would be a weird turn for the blocker Sanji. But it was 5 Dawn, so makes a lot more sense. Are we really leaving 3 Dawn active? 4 Dawn? No. We're going to play a 4-drop. Maybe the Onami. Or the Nami. I don't know if it's Onami or Nami. Please forgive me. I'm a Sim kid. I know the names from Sim, and sometimes they're not right. The Zoro here is weird. It's weird. It's not bad, but it's, you know, obviously not the ideal thing that he would want to play, I would assume. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go Ada Life. It's definitely an annoying swing for the RP Luffy. Imagine if we still had the Gravity Blade in hand. Because we should also know the top of our deck. Did bro just blow some fucking smoke? He vaping mid round? Holy. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, Gravity Blade would have gotten way more value here, right? How many cards are in his hand? Might have only been 6 or 7. But this way we have an opportunity to and please excuse me, I'm still getting over a little bit of a cold. Could be that he just wanted to get the Gum Gum Giant out of hand. Makes sense to me. Okay, just cut it in half. And just 5 in hand now. Just gonna go 8 and 8. Would be best if we know there's a bow on top and we get a leader effect for free without take. Wow, he drew it too. He's sick. The Dofi player is sick that he drew the Gum Gum there. He's absolutely sick. I think that's the second one. Surely it's not the third one this game. Okay, Boa, surely. Yeah. Yep. Game is definitely not over. Really depends on what the RP Luffy mulliganed into, but I definitely do not hate the spot that the RP Luffy is in right now. But maybe it's possible he can't counter out of this. He looks like he isn't sure he wants to. Which if he doesn't counter out of it, he could easily die next turn. Bro, he is hitting us with the smoke. Oh, he's got block. Okay. Honestly, not mad about that as the Dofi player. We definitely, as the Dofi, do not want to see him dropping a 9-drop 9-gate with a Gum Gum in hand. We don't want to see any, like, Queen and Denami shenanigans with a Dawn up. He has the Zoro, so he can get a Dawn back. Can, like, return 2 Dawn this turn and then get one from the Zoro, get one from the Luffy. Playing this Zoro looks really good in hindsight now that we know that they were going to play the pudding. I have to imagine this is at the Jozu. Yep, have to imagine. Oh, okay. It's not the end of the world. I don't know if they play 9 drop Big Mom, but I can imagine a world where 9 drop Big Mom also would have been annoying here. So we need 5 at life. And then where's this 10 going? Okay, going at there. Yeah, I like that. And then I have to imagine this is 6 at the Weevil. Okay. Okay. He does have 1 Dawn active. You're absolutely sick if he has another Gum Gum, but that's just how it goes sometimes. I have to imagine we want to take out this Zoro Juro. Maybe we just swing a 4 at it first. I'm not sure. I feel like our hand is looking pretty small. I don't know if we still know the top of our deck because of the pudding. Or we played Boa last turn, so we for sure know the top 3. So a lot of the times we'll be leader affecting here, I would imagine. Have to imagine the game plan is get them to 0, be in a position where we can't die. 7 is a weird number to swing. Bro, I almost feel like you could counter this. I almost feel like you can counter that and say, like, hey, if you really want to get rid of this, you already used up your Weevil swing. So now you're going to have to use your leader swing on it, and I'm going to stay at... I kind of would have liked to see him counter that, actually. I know it seems a little weird, but he has to think from the Dofi perspective that if he doesn't get rid of it, then he's threatening game. Because the Dofi is like, I think has 2 cards in hand. Including this Boa he just picked up. I could be wrong, though. What did we just swing? We just won 8? These Gum Gums were so nasty, bro. They were so nasty. How is he discarding Bong Clay off the Gum Gum every time? What is happening? Am I tripping? I feel like he discarded it 3 times. I have to be tripping. Surely he didn't do it 3 times in a row. Okay, Sengoku, this is nice. Pick up like a 2K or something. Yeah. I mean, I think we just lose our board this next. Like, I guess we'll have 2 active characters. Maybe we're doing okay. This is a close game. This is a back and forth game. We can't die. We can never die here. What do you guys think of this matchup? You think it's Dofi favored? I assume most people think it's Dofi favored, but does anyone have any reason to believe that it could potentially be RP Luffy favored? I mean, it definitely helps when the RP Luffy goes first. That's undoubtable. How are people feeling about RP Luffy? I know there's some people in the community who feel like it's crazy. So, dude, the smoke is distracting me. I know there's a lot of people, not a lot of people. There's a certain segment of people in the community who are like real RP Luffy truthers. Yeah, I have to imagine he's just taking the board here. 9 for Newgate? Oh, Lin. Ooh. That hurts. Trashing the Roger, yep. Oh, that is so bad for the Dofi player. He's just cooked now, right? The Lin seals it. I have to imagine. I don't really know how you come back from this spot. And he left 1 Dawn open. Dude, he's a sicko if he has the 4th. He's an absolute sicko. Going Sengoku. Just digging. So we know the other card in hand is Crocodile. Feels kind of bad, though, that we're not leader affecting this turn. Weevil here is so dog. Really, the only thing that felt good there was the boa. It had to be exactly boa. Nothing else feels good. We're so cooked, dude. We're so cooked. It's Jover. Yeah, and we missed. It didn't matter. We were losing anyways. All the RP Luffy has to do here is make sure he doesn't die this turn. Or the following turn. So he probably takes the... He's not going to take the gecko? I'm actually a little confused what's going on here. He seems really, really confident that he can't die next turn. Wait. Is this guaranteed lethal? So we get to swing... We get to swing 7. If we counter out... And then now we get to swing... We get to swing 10, 12. And he can counter out, so now we swing at the gecko. If the RP Luffy dies here, I'm gonna troll him. Maybe this was his only option, though. I mean, he knew to swing at the gecko there, at least. Because I really did not go into that turn thinking the RP Luffy will go for game. Didn't really feel like it was tenable with them having 4 life. Doesn't have any Dawn active? No, he's got a hella counter in hand. Yeah, he's got so much counter in hand. Yeah. Wait, how much Dawn does he have left? Isn't it still technically winnable? Wait. Wait, we don't know what was in... Wait, didn't we have the Sengoku on board? We have 6 Dawn left? Why did we pack it up? He only has 2 cards in hand. What if they're both bricks? Oh my god, bro, we'll never know. Yo, if you're the RP Luffy player, please let us know. Were they bricks? Your life is a brick. Bro, there's no way. What are we doing here? Bro, please. Attach 4 to Sengoku. Swing 6. He only has 2 cards in hand. They could be bricks. I don't think they're known. We haven't searched it all since the first turn. It's so easy for him to have 2 bricks here. It is so easy in this deck that plays like 24 bricks to have 2 bricks. Maybe it's not 24. It's probably like 16 or something like that. I'm not that well versed with RP Luffy deck building, but look at his grave. His grave is all counter. Like, oh my god, I'm sick. Yo, someone please get in contact with the RP Luffy player and find out if he had double brick in hand. Because if he did, that's so funny. That's so funny if true. This is why Sim is the best, because we would have just gotten to see it. We would have just gotten to see it. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of this matchup. Let me know if you guys like this, where I commentate more over tournament matches. Just let me know. You know, I love the feedback. I try to reply to every single comment. I appreciate you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.